Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Fully Informed Trade, or FiTrade for short, knowledge for everyone. My name is Alex Cho, and today I am just going to review compounding in this video. What is compounding? Well, according to Albert Einstein, the greatest mathematical discovery of all time is compound interest. Compounding is where you reinvest your earnings from your investments. Say you planted a potato and earned $2. With $2, you bought 10 potato seeds and planted those. Later, when you harvest the 10 potatoes, you earned $20. So basically, compounding is where you take your money, you invest it into something, you take the proceeds from that investment, and then you invest it back into it and earn a larger proceed. Compound interest. Let's say Bill deposits $1,000 into a bank account that earns 3% interest, and he reinvests that interest back into that account. How much money will he have 10 years from now? So this is taking into consideration Bill, who deposited $1,000, reinvested the 3% for 10 consecutive years. To calculate compound calculations, you would first start with the amount invested, right here. And then you would take the interest rate, and then you would use the power of the investment term. To calculate the interest rate in this formula, it is calculated as the interest rate times 0.01 plus 1. So let's assume the interest rate is 3%, okay? So you drop the percentage and you got 3, okay? Multiply that by 0.01 and then you add 1, and that is how you come to the interest rate in this formula. The amount invested is very straightforward. It's the amount of money you're going to invest. And finally, the investment term is how many years or months, depending on how you want to go about this, but in this case, years will you invest. So again, in this case, it's going to be 10 years. So what I did was, I did 1.03 to the power of 10, okay, and that equaled, let me pull out a calculator real quick, but basically, 1.03 to the power of 10 is, and I recommend you do the same, is 1.3439. Then you multiply that number by 1,000. So you basically take these two numbers and you come to the conclusion of 1.343.91, and then you multiply that by 1,000. And that's pretty much the amount of return you're going to get after the course of 10 years of reinvesting that interest. Now, that being said, if you didn't compound your return, and let's say all you did was receive 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%, and you threw it in under the cushion, well, that would mean you would have earned 30% because you never took your money and reinvested it. All you did was just take that money out of the investment and you never reinvested it. All you did was hold on to it. So as a result, after compounding for 10 consecutive years, you have a 4.39% improvement had you not compounded your return. Compounding with more time. Going back to that original example, Bill starts with $1,000 and has a 3% interest rate. We found out how much he would earn over 10 years, which was 34.39%. So how much would our compound rate improve over the course of 40 years? Well, let's do it again. 1,000 times 1.03 to the power of 40 equals $3,262, which is a 226.2% compound return. A non-compounded return would have been 120%. This is a difference of 106.2% by compounding. The average annual return has improved from 3% to 5.65%. So basically, by simply compounding, you have improved your rate of return by an additional 106%. And had you not done that, and all you did was take the 3% and you stuck it back under your cushion, and 3% and stuck it back under your cushion, rather than reinvesting it, you would have lost out on approximately 106.2% in profit potential. So that's the whole idea of adding additional time, and the longer you do it, the more valuable it becomes as you're compounding a larger number. And of course, the longer you do it, the average annual return also improves gradually. Now, in the next video, we will talk about more complex forms of compound interest. But for now, that does it for me. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment right below. Remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Be sure to ask, and I hope you guys learned something today.